1 1. Check, check. of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time, and we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
All right, welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. We are all set for our first ever online Brady Bunch trivia. Thank you all for being here. I will explain how the game works here in just a few minutes. I want to give everyone time to join us. So if you can see me and you can hear me, you're already halfway there. The only other thing you need to do, you saw it rotating on the screen. We recommend doing this from your phone. Watch the video on your computer, and then on your phone, go to online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code BRADYBUNCH. Online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code BRADYBUNCH. What that does is it actually allows you to submit your answers in real time. So this is not a game where you're going to write your answers down or text your answers. You're not going to type the answers in the comment box on YouTube. You're actually going to submit and play along with the game in real time via our online trivia platform. So make sure you join that. Like I said, I recommend watching this video on your computer or on your TV. If you have a smart TV, you can put up the YouTube app and you can always have us on there. And then make sure that you join the game as well. I know I'm going over this a few times because I know we definitely have a few first-time participants here today. So thank you all for being here. We have been doing these online events ever since the lockdown started, and now that it's extended, we'll be doing many more of them with you. So if this is your first time, pay attention to how you're joining the game, because it'll be the same every time in the future. We try to make it as simple as possible. Once you learn it once, you'll be good to go. With that in mind, before we go into the game, I do want to say a few thank yous. Thank you to everybody that's been joining us over the last month. We just passed the threshold. We've hosted over 50 games online, which is pretty exciting. So thank you all for supporting us and being here for these games and sharing them on Facebook and inviting your friends and family. We really appreciate you all. And thank you to those of you that have supported us financially. Baig of Tricks is shut down. We're not getting paid to host this event today. So we do appreciate every single donation or tip or anything you send to help us continue to do this going forward. If you feel so inclined, the links are down below. We're on most platforms you can think of: Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, also called QuickPay. All the info's down there. Again, only if you feel so inclined, we do accept those tips. But there is no cost to play this, but we do have a prize for the first place finisher tonight, courtesy of our sponsor. You can see them there in the corner, Elmhurst Brewing Company. They have been incredible since this all started. They are sponsoring one event that we put on every single day. So every day we're able to give away a $25 gift card to Elmhurst Brewing Company. Thanks to them for sponsoring. So if you do finish in first place today, make sure you connect with us via Facebook, shoot us a message, and we'll get you set up. You get a $25 gift card. It's an online gift card. They just keep it there at the brewery. You can use it for beer. You can use it for food, anything you'd like. They have curbside carry out. They have limited delivery if you're in the area. So please do check them out. Tell them thank you. Give them a like on Facebook. Show your support since they've gone out of their way to make these games not only fun, but incentivized. So we do have a prize, which I would hope this goes without saying, but as tempting as it may be, since you're already on your computer, already on your phone, guys, when we ask the questions, don't look them up. Don't Google the answers. This is just like any other trivia night. You're on your best behavior. I can't see you out there, so I'm trusting you. Don't ruin this for everybody else by cheating. We want to have fun, and we want it to be fair. So please make sure the answers come out of somebody's brain. If you're playing virtually with team members, if you have somebody on Skype or FaceTime or Zoom, that's fine. As long as it's somebody on your team comes up with an answer, you're good to go. So thank you to everybody that's donated. We're going to be announcing the winner of our donation raffle, which is every week we choose one person out of the list of people that donated, and that individual gets to choose one of the themed trivia nights that we do in the following week. Last week, Missy was our donation drawing winner, and we did Breaking Bad trivia That was her request. We did it last night, and we had a great time. So I'm looking forward to see what the next person requests. It can be any TV show, any movie, any books, anything you want. That's our way of saying thank you to those of you that are donating. Every week, one person will get to choose one of those theme nights that we do. So we'll be announcing that winner here sometime today. Also happening today, just 2 hours after this event ends, we will be hosting our first ever online trivia fundraiser. So in addition to just having fun, we are now doing this for a cause. Tonight at 6 p.m., we have 2 full hours of trivia to raise money for the West Suburban Humane Society. So they're a great organization out of Downers Grove. They help organizing fostering. They take care of animals there at the shelter. They are a no-kill shelter. And we are helping them raise funds tonight with an online trivia night. You can still purchase tickets. This is the first event we've done where you do have to purchase a ticket. But once you've got that, everything else is the same. You'll get the links, you'll get the info, and you'll be competing for prizes. There is a prize for the first place team tonight, and it's a pretty awesome swag bag full of stuff from the West Suburban Humane Society. There's also a raffle that you can enter. It's a split the pot. So tonight, if you're that kind of person, you enjoy Split the Pot, they're doing that as well. It's a $5 ticket, and then the first place person, the first ticket we pull, they get half of all the money that went into the Split the Pot. The person that we pull second, we're going to do 2 winners. The person that we pull second wins a 2-week subscription to Nom Nom, which is a pet food delivery service. So dog or cat food. Pretty awesome prizes up for grabs. So please join us for that. I know it's already pretty solid in terms of how many people have signed up, but I would love to see more and more of you with us. It's general knowledge trivia, so a little bit of anything and everything. It won't be like we're doing here. This is all Brady Bunch, but tonight will be questions over everything and anything, and there are more questions because it's a longer event, so we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. I do hope you join us. And then tomorrow is Sunday, which means the day after that is Monday, and we have Harry Potter trivia. Harry Potter Trivia Monday night at 7 p.m. That's another event that is sponsored, this time by the Thomas Ford Memorial Library out of Western Springs. So we're going to be offering prizes for first, second, and third place that evening. That'll be all Harry Potter trivia. So do join us then if you're a Harry Potter fan. Those type of questions will come from the books, the movies, but it's all Harry Potter related. So please join us Monday night. And then we also have an event already scheduled on Thursday. It's Military History Trivia Night and military pop culture. All sorts of fun questions. That one's put on courtesy of the 1st Division Museum out of Cantini, right there in Winfield. We've done this event with them many times in the past. This is the first time, obviously, we're doing it online. So please join us. That one, both of the events I just mentioned are free to play. They're putting those on for your entertainment. There will be more events. We typically do events every single day of the week. So we'll be putting out a schedule either tonight or tomorrow morning that will tell you everything that we have in store this upcoming week. So watch out for that. Before we go any further, I know some of you are already out there in the comments. Please do say hello and thank you to my fiance, Gina. She is the one behind the keyboard typing away feverishly to answer your questions and respond. So please be patient. There are a lot of you out there, and I know you all have good questions, and she will get to you. I have the easy job here just talking. She's answering everything that comes up, and she's really the reason that this works and that this happens. So before we go any further, we're just about ready to start. Gina, anything to add?
I don't think so. You covered all the upcoming events. I told them just to check our Facebook. I think we're good.
Cool.
A few people have questions about how to play, but I know you'll.
Yeah, we're just about to cover how to play. Before we do, I usually forget to do this, and I want to make sure that I'm better about it. We had some donations come through. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Valerie, Andrea, Matt. We appreciate all of you. Even if I don't mention you, if I don't see it, we appreciate it. That support, especially the financial support online, goes a really long way in helping us put on more and more and new and different types of events for you guys. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. All right. Now, what you've been waiting for, we are going to get into trivia. Here's how it works. I mentioned before, this is the last chance. If you haven't yet, make sure that you join the online trivia game. If you can hear me, you can see me, that's great, but you're not answering here on YouTube. You're going to answer on our online trivia platform, which is at online.baigoftricks.com. Once you go there, it'll ask you for the code. You just type in the code Brady Bunch. No space. It's right there on the screen. Once you have done that, you will see a screen that looks like this. It'll ask you for your name. It'll ask you for what state you're playing from. Once you put those 2 items in, it'll say the game will begin shortly. If you see this, you're good. You're already there. There's nothing else you have to do. The game's just waiting for me to start. Once I start the game, you'll see the first question pop up on your screen, but you won't be able to answer until I start the question timer. So let me tell you how each of these questions works. We have 30 questions total. 30 questions total. 15 of those questions are going to be multiple choice, and 15 of those questions you're actually going to have to come up with the answer all on your own. You'll have to type it in. So the first 15, we're going to take it easy. We're going to give you multiple choice answers. You have 4 options, A, B, C, or D. One of them is always correct. If you're on your phone, like I suggest, in order to answer, all you have to do is click the answer you think is right. If you think it's A, you just click A. From the time you see the answers appear on your screen, you have 20 seconds to select one. If the timer hits 0 and you haven't chosen A, B, C, or D, then you won't have an option 2 after that. The other thing you need to know is with the multiple choice questions, the sooner and the quicker you select your answer, if you are right, the more points you will earn. So if you think it's B and you click B right away, as soon as it pops up, you're going to earn more points than somebody who clicks B after 10 seconds. That changes later in the game, but I'll let you know about that then. That's really all you need to know. We keep it pretty simple. Overall, the questions, I think, start out very simple. They will get tougher as the game goes on. So they'll be worth more and more points as well. We'll be able to see the rankings as we go through this. But other than that, I think we're ready to start. So I am going to jump like Mike TV into the TV. Here I am now. So we're going to get started. Once I click the start button, like I said, you'll see the first question pop up on your screen, but you won't be able to answer until I actually start the timer. From that point, you'll have 20 seconds. So here we go, guys. Cheers. Drinking some delicious green tea. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out for Brady Bunch trivia. We have 94 people playing Brady Bunch trivia. That is a surprising number, a very good surprising number. Who would have thought that on a Saturday afternoon in the middle of April, 96 of us now would be gathered together virtually to play Brady Bunch trivia. I'm so glad you guys are making the most of a crazy situation with us. We're so glad we can do this. Cheers.
This will be an excellent test of how far my Alzheimer's will regrets. Someone said.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Here we go. Question number 1 coming up right now. Don't do it. All right, starting the game. I told you these start out pretty simple. I think this one's pretty simple. Of the 4 answers below, who was the youngest child of the combined Brady Bunch? Which of these 4 was the youngest of the combined Brady Bunch? Was it Peter, Bobby, Cindy, or Jan? Cool, Taco. Cool. I saw it. Thank you. You guys may have just heard our pup, Taco. You'll see him in a little bit. I apologize to anybody who has a dog out there that might have just started going crazy. Taco tends to do that. Let's see what you guys thought. Yeah, no trouble here. A couple of you said Bobby. Not a bad guess. I think he's second youngest if we're looking at it that way. But Cindy, the baby of the bunch. Cindy, 73 of you got that right. Congrats. You're off to a great start. So that's how this goes. For the first 15 questions, we'll just have multiple choice answers. You just have to select one as quickly as you can. Here we go. Question number 2. What does Alice's boyfriend Sam do for a living? What does Sam do for a living? Is he an accountant, a professor, a mechanic, or a butcher?
I wish I could play.
Right? It'd be interesting to see how much you remember.
Fun fact, our kitchen kind of looks like the Brady Bunch kitchen, minus the orange.
Yeah, our kitchen's not orange.
Brick, brown,
we do
double
have
oven.
We do have the double oven, the 1968 double oven. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Okay. No reason to even spend any time here. Like I said, starting it easy. We're just letting you get comfortable before we kick it up a notch. Pretty much all of you knew he's a butcher. Sam the Butcher. That's a great name for a serial killer, too. It probably was a Sam the Butcher.
Ew.
Yeah. Well, maybe that was the dark side of the Brady Bunch. Question number 3. Which of these options below Where are the Bradys on vacation when Bobby stumbled upon a cursed tiki idol? Where were the Bradys when Bobby found the cursed tiki idol? Was it Florida, Hawaii, Australia, or Fiji? All right, let's see what you thought. Okay, yeah, you guys know. Who could forget that episode? Hawaii, the correct answer. Good job.
Got nothing on
Well, no, good. That's going to give it away. Question 4. Which one of the individuals, which one of the children or people listed below at one time had a nickname of Scoop? Who was at one time known as Scoop Brady? Was it Bobby, Peter, Jan, or Mike? Hey, Taco. All right, let's see what you thought. Okay, not as confident as the other one. 62 of you said Peter. A few of you said Bobby. The correct answer was Peter. Peter always getting the scoop. Writing the best stories, Scoop Brady. All right, we'll do one more question, then we'll look at the standings. Even though most all of you have answered correctly for all of these questions, the standings will still be separated by how quickly you answered. That's why we do it this way for the multiple choice. So here we go. Question 5. Which of the following historical figures does Peter portray when he's in the school play? When Peter is in the school play, which of these historical figures does he portray? Is it Benjamin Franklin, King George III, George Washington, or Benedict Arnold? All right, let's see. Okay, once again, still doing well overall, not as clear cut as the first few, but 68% of you correctly knew Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold, not super happy about that one. No, he wasn't. I'm happy that you guys got it. So we'll take a look at the rankings. If you haven't played with us before, what's going to happen is on your screen, wherever you're playing, or if you're watching mine, you're going to see the standings pop up. The top 3 individuals, first, second, and third place, will stay atop the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate through. So if you're not in first, second, or third, make sure you're watching to see where you are. Here we go with the rankings. Currently in first, second, and third, we have pork chops and applesauce in first. George Glass is my boyfriend in second, and Kelly Tuttle in third. I'm going to let the rest of these rotate through. I'll let you guys watch that. Taco's here. He joined us. He was being a little barky in the living room, so we recalled his permissions to be in there by himself. But he's looking so cute.
I like some of the names. George Glass is in
Yeah. I do read over the names. I'll do it after the next one because some of your team names are giving away some of my answers, so I don't want to say them out loud. But I love them, trust me. And some of them are not super family friendly for this 3 p.m. Saturday event. All right, here we go. Moving on to question number 6. Still multiple choice. What color did Bobby's hair tonic turn Greg's hair? Greg used Bobby's hair tonic and it turned his hair which of these colors? Was it white, orange, blue, or green? All right. See what you thought on this one. Okay, 64% of you said orange. 24 people said green. And orange was the correct answer. Turned his hair orange. I had orange hair in 6th grade.
Did you bleach it?
Well, we were bleaching it, and I wanted to take it out because, I was just impatient. And my mom said, Ali, if you take the bleach out of your hair now, it won't be blonde, it'll be orange. And I said, get it out, let's do it. Like, that sounds amazing.
Because we love orange.
Yeah, I think my 6th or 7th grade school picture, I had orange hair.
Ooh,
It was fantastic.
I want to see that.
Oh, I'll find it. All right, question number 7. In the house, in the Brady house, near the stairs, the Bradys have a statue of what animal? Which of the animals below? The Bradys have a statue of near the stairs. What is a dig? It should be a dog, a cat, an elephant, or a horse. I can't change it now because it'll mess with your votes. Nobody's going to vote for that anyway, probably. Is it a dig, a cat, an elephant, or a horse? All right, everybody's in now. So now I'll fix that for the future. Dog. There we go. Look at that. Look at that interactive system. I can change things right on the fly. Let's see what you thought, though. A couple of you said elephant, but most of you correctly said horse. Good job. That horse statue. Pretty iconic. Question number 8 coming up. Which of the following movies prompts Bobby to run away from home? He watches a movie and then decides he needs to run away from home. Which of these movies had he seen? Was it Planet of the Apes, Mary Poppins, The Wizard of Oz, or Cinderella?
How many people do you think?
Mr. Chris has a statue of a dig in the apartment. I'd like to see it. How many people do we have playing? Let me see. 108. 108 people on here right now. We have about 82 people answering every question. Some people just hang out. So thank you all for being here. Okay. Oh, we have our first question of the day that you guys did not know straight answer. We have a split between The Wizard of Oz and Cinderella, and then 14 of you said Planet of the Apes. The correct answer is the movie that made him think about what it meant to be a step brother, like the wicked step sisters in Cinderella. Cinderella, the correct answer. And then I think the dad says the only steps we have in this house are on the staircase. Ah, the lessons you learn. All right, question 9. Who broke Carol's vase in the episode Confessions, Confessions? Which one of the children broke, eventually we found out, broke the vase? Was it Cindy, Greg, Bobby, or Peter? All right, we're back to you guys having a big majority of the answer. Here's 48 of you said Peter, 21 of you said Bobby, and 48 of you were correct. Peter. Peter, ultimately, is the one that broke that vase. All right, we'll do one more question, then we'll look at the standings and see what's changed. Question number 10. This one may be a little tough. Which MLB Hall of Famer and former LA Dodger appears in the episode titled The Dropout? So we're talking baseball players. Which of these former Los Angeles Dodgers MLB Hall of Famers appeared in the episode? Was it Luke Appling, Cap Anson, Walter Alston, or Don Drysdale? Andrew Bergoni, before you text me and say those people were not on the Dodgers, I wouldn't know. I just Googled MLB Hall of Famers and put in the fake answers, which I didn't even need to do because you guys knew. You guys had no trouble. Don Drysdale. I'm probably saying that right. Sports, not my thing. But at least I did come up with other baseball players who are in the Hall of Fame and are not super young. These are at least old. Some of them might have been too old. I don't know. Who knows? Congrats. Let's go over the standings. We'll see where you guys are. Once again, top 3 will stay on the top of the screen. Everybody else will rotate. Currently in first, second, and third, Gina Marie. Wait a second.
Not me.
That's your name, but you're not playing. Very Brady Threequel and Kelly Tuttle, first, second, and third. Gina Marie, congrats. You are exactly 1 point ahead of Very Brady Threequel. So 2,606 to 2,605. And if you look as far back as 40th place, still has 1,700 points. And as we move on, the point values are increasing every single time by 50 points every 5 questions. So there are plenty of points left out here. I see Tommy Widener out there. Katie with a smiley face. Miss Laraka, welcome. Katie, Desiree, and I believe Desiree's mother is here as well. Thank you both for being here. All right, we're going on. Question number 11. This one always takes 1 second to load.
Andrew says, fun fact, Cap Anson was a Chicago club and super racist too.
Oh, good. I didn't say I liked him. Cap Hansen was a
He
Chicago
said it was
club.
just a fun fact. He wasn't judging.
Thanks, Andrew.
He
Love
loves
you. All right, here we go. Question 11. Which of the following answers is the name of Cindy's beloved doll? Is it Tressie, Raggedy Ann, Chatty Cathy, or Kitty Carryall? Oh, we didn't look at the taco cam during the rankings. Oh, sleeping like a baby. Like a little baby. Right behind her ears. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Yeah, multiple choice not proving to be an issue for you all. Kitty Carryall. Kitty Carryall. She had some misadventures with the doll throughout the series. Kitty Carryall. All right, question number 12. Which of these was Mike Brady's occupation? Which was Mike Brady's occupation? Was he an architect, a lawyer, an accountant, or a psychologist? All right, everybody's in. You guys are just destroying multiple choice. All right, good job. Architect. All of you knew. It's tough to write Brady Bunch trivia because it's so old. I don't want to ask about random tiny things, but at the same time, you guys are not struggling with any of these. So we'll see if the next round amps it up a little bit. Question number 13. When the girls and boys fight over how to spend 94 books of trading stamps quickly, they finally settle on what item? What do they end up purchasing with books of trading stamps? Is it a set of Barbie dolls, a color TV set, a sewing machine, or a mystery date game? Which one would you choose, Gina?
Probably color TV set. At that time.
I think I'd take the sewing machine.
You would.
I would.
Or the Barbie if it was just me, but if it was the whole family, I'd do the TV.
Let's see what you guys thought. Inverse answers. 72 said color TV and 27 said sewing machine. And the correct answer was the color TV set. Color TV set.
That's
All right, here we go. Question 14. Which of these names is Greg's rock star alias? Which of these names was Greg known as when he was a rock star? Was it Rory Storm, Johnny Bravo, Ziggy Stardust, or Conrad Birdie? All right. Yep. No issues here. Johnny Bravo. Whoa. Good job. 94% of you. Let's see if question 15 trips any of you up.
Yeah, that's like that.
You had a vest like that? Oh, you do? I should be wearing it. What is the name of Alice's demanding drill sergeant-like cousin who briefly took her place? What was the name of Alice's demanding drill sergeant-like cousin? Was it Sergeant Emma, Corporal Teresa, Lieutenant May, or Captain Emily? all right. Overall, still doing well here, but a lot of the answers are getting votes here. Let's see what you thought. Most of you said Sergeant Emma. A few of you said Lieutenant May. A few of you said Captain Emily. Just a couple said Corporal Teresa or Teresa. The correct answer was Sergeant Emma. Sergeant Emma. Good job. 58 of you still doing well there. So I'm going to throw the rankings up on the screen for one more time now. And then we're going to switch over to the second round. There are 15 more questions. They work a little bit differently, so I'll explain that before we start. But in the meantime, I will let you guys see these rankings as they are. First, second, and third. Gina Marie still there. Very Brady threequel in second, and now the George Glass groupies up there in third. Congrats. I'll let it go all the way through so you can see. Marcia. There's a Kitty Carryall out there. That's one team name I was trying not to say. Kitty Carryall. Now I can say it. Mary, JB No Strip, Jasper, Keith, Andrea. All right. So here's how it works. We're going to flip over to the second round. Nothing's going to change on your screen. What is going to change is that you will no longer have multiple choice answers to choose from. So there will be 15 more questions. The point values are going to increase. And for the next 15, you have to give me the answer all on your own. So instead of multiple choice boxes, you're just going to have one text box, and you have to type your answer in. Whether you're on your phone or your computer, it works the same. You type it in, and then you hit submit before the timer hits 0. So there's two things that have changed logistically that you should know. First and foremost, I've increased the timer from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. So I'm going to give you a little extra time to answer because I know that it takes a little bit longer to type than it does to just click one box. So I'm going to increase that to 30. And then also, I've done away with the decreasing points. So the next question is going to be worth 400 points. And you earn 400 points if you're right, regardless if you answer with 1 second left or in 1 second. It doesn't matter. The points don't go down anymore. It's 400 points if you're right or 0 if you're wrong. The reason I've increased the time and the reason I've changed how the points work is because I want you to take your time while you're typing and make sure you're spelling everything as correctly as possible. If you spell the answer right and you have the right answer, the computer is going to automatically award you points. If you have the right answer but you spelled it wrong, I have to go through and manually mark your answer correct. So always, my disclaimer is if you don't spell the answer right, there's always a slight chance you may not get points, but I do my best to give you points if you deserve them. But that's the issue with technology. Folks, we're doing the best we can with this online platform. The one limitation is the computer can only recognize so many ways of spelling a word. So if you don't have one of those ways and I don't catch it, then you may not get points. But I typically do pretty well. I try not to leave people out. So here we go. I'm going to flip over. You're going to see question 16. And just a reminder, you're typing the answer in. You won't be able to type into the box until I start the timer. So your phone's not broken. It won't open up until I start the timer. And then you have 30 seconds. So I'm going to read the question first. Here is question 16. Everybody's favorite character. What is the name of the young cousin who comes to live with the Bradys in the final season? What is the name? I'm just looking for his first name, just one word. What is the name of this cousin? So again, you have 30 seconds total. Type that answer in and hit submit. Gee, I'm sorry. I was just trying to help. All right, as long as you gave me his first name, even if you wrote more, as long as you gave me his first name, you got points. And many of you did know this. Oliver. Oliver, the correct answer. Good job. Congrats. You guys did very well. All right, here we go. Question number 17. We'll look at the standings after 20 again. What was the name of the Brady's dog? What was the name of the Brady's dog? You have 30 seconds. Somebody just purchased. If you've been hanging out with us for the last few weeks, we do raffle and prize giveaways. We didn't do one today. We had planned to, but we did not, so I apologize. But we have given away a lot of different pint glasses, wine glasses, rocks glasses, all sorts of fun stuff. You can see all of that on our website. Somebody just made an order and it popped up, and I'm very not a good multitasker, so that's what I was staring at. But if you're interested, we have all of those on there on the Baig website in the shop. Here we go. Let's see what you guys thought. Oh, I'll put these answers up. A lot of you said tiger. A couple said Fido, Mac, Comet. And my favorite answer, tiger. Obviously not as cute as taco. I'm going to mark that one correct because you deserve it for putting tiger. So good job. Again, just about half of you knew that correctly. If you're not getting an answer in, make sure you're hitting it before the timer hits 0. You don't want to wait right until the end just in case the computer glitches and it doesn't accept it. So make sure you send something in. I always forget to say this. You don't lose points if you put a wrong answer in. So if you send the wrong answer, it doesn't subtract anything. So if you don't send anything, you're definitely not going to get it. But if you send something, maybe you guess correctly. All right, here we go. Question 18. Which member of the family ruined the family portrait by riding their bike into the photo? Who ruined a family portrait? Who ruined a family portrait by riding their bike into the photo? Just need a first name. Which character? Who ruined a family portrait by riding their bike into the photo? Thank you, Chris. This is our Saturday afternoon family-friendly trivia night. Afternoon. Looks nothing like a tiger. I blame Carol Baskin. All right, let's see what you guys thought. Okay, good. Thankfully, nobody misspelled this 3-letter name, which was Jan. Jan rode her bike into that family photo. Good job. Again, just about half of you still nailing it. So we'll see the updated standings here after question 20, which means we have 2 more before that. Looking for the name of the individual. Marcia is the president of the local fan club for which popular singer? Marcia, president of the local fan club for which popular singer? Just get that name in before the timer hits 0. You guys are doing very, very well. All right, just marking a few of these right. So if this is your first time playing on this platform, as long as your answer is close to what we were looking for, I'll mark it correct on my end. It'll still say you got it wrong on your end. Your phone doesn't update that. It doesn't change. But as long as what you wrote was close to what I announced, don't you worry, you got points. Here we go. Correct answer, as many of you knew, Davy Jones. Hey, hey. He's Davy Jones. Good job. We have one more question before we look at the rankings, and here it is. Question 20 in the episode, The Not-So-Ugly Duckling. Jan makes up a fake boyfriend. What is his name? First and last. What was the first and last name of Jan's fake boyfriend? Your first crush. Damn it, Jan.
I didn't seem so good.
Yeah. All right, everybody's in. Yeah, you guys did not struggle here. Quite a few team names out there are named after this individual. George Glass. George Glass. Name of her fake boyfriend. Good job. Let's see if the rankings have changed at all. I imagine they might have. Currently, Gina Marie and Very Brady Threequel still up there. Gina Marie just barely, but George Glass groupies currently in third. Everybody else rotating through. We'll let those go. I bet Mike and Carol had private talks about how Jan was the worst kid. That is sad, but honestly probably correct. The Spicy Meatballs. Welcome back.
Someone says they didn't get credit for Davy Jones.
If you spelled it D-A-V-E-Y, you got credit. That's what I was explaining. It won't change on your phone, but I can actually look. What's your team name? Who's saying that?
CP Grad.
CP Grad. Is that your team name? Everybody hang tight. I'm just going to check this out.
Christina with CH.
Okay. And that's question number... Okay. You said Christina with a CH?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, hang tight. Give me 1 second. I just always like to make sure that I check this stuff out, make sure that it's working right for us. All right, almost there, almost there. Christina with a CH, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll continue to look into that. I'm pretty sure it did, but I want to move on to question 21. I can look into that here in just a few. Question number 21. Which Brady kid, which Brady child writes an essay that earns Mike the Father of the Year award from the local newspaper? Who wrote the essay? Just need a first name that won this award for Mike. You have 30 seconds starting now. Again, try not to wait until the last second, even though you do have 30 seconds. Time doesn't go, points don't go down. Whoa, it skipped to another question. Answer the question that's on your screen. What was the street address of the Brady Bunch house in the show? I don't know how it skipped, but you have time to answer right now. What was the street address? Just the street address. Oh, no, this just completely skipped. Hang on a second, guys. Yeah. We're going to do something. I'm going to go back to question 21. All right, so we haven't done this question yet. I'm going to start the timer. If you just answered, don't worry. That answer was submitted on a different question, so we're still doing this question. Which Brady kid writes an essay that earns Mike the Father of the Year award from the local paper? Now the timer has started. Which Brady kid earns Mike the Father of the Year award by writing an essay for the local newspaper? This is still a new online platform. We've been doing it for a month, but we've been a company for 8 years. So in the long and short of it, this is not something we've been doing a long time, and we're still learning the ins and outs. So sometimes things do happen that we don't expect, like flipping back and forth between two questions. So let me just do this. I'm just checking on your spellings really quick, because I think a lot of you knew this, but some of you just spelled her name wrong. Her name is Marcia. Marcia. As long as you typed in Marcia, you got points for that. Good job. All right, question number 22 is on your screen. Which character on the show won a commercial jingle writing contest? Who wrote a commercial jingle and won a contest? Looking for the name of the character. All right. Some guesses on the screen. A lot of you said Alice. Quite a few of you said Greg. Some said Peter, Bobby, Carol. The correct answer here is Alice. Alice wrote that commercial jingle and won the contest. Good job. Question number 23. What is the name of the high school that the older Brady kids attend? So in the original show, ignore the pictures just for fun. What is the name of the high school that the older Brady kids attend in the TV show?
She was good, Marcia, though.
Yeah, she was. All right. Marking a few of these correct. You guys did pretty well on this one. All right, let's see what you thought. A lot of you said Westdale, Fillmore, Marshall, Clinton, Washington, Marshall, Fillmore, East High. That's from High School Musical. The correct answer here is Westdale High. It doesn't matter if you spelled it with a space, that's fine. You still got points. Westdale High. As long as you put Westdale or Westdale High School or Westdale HS, you got points. All right, here we go. Question 24. This is a picture from the episode in question. What is the name of Peter's double? What was the name of the character who looked just like Peter in the episode Two Pete's in a Pod? I just need the first name of the character who looked like Peter in Two Pete's in a Pod. Let's see what you guys thought. Lots of different guesses here. Lots of different guesses. I'll throw them up on the screen. So 13 people said Arthur. 13 people said Paul. Harold, Four Eyes, George, Bill, Rob, Ricky, Oliver, Alan, Larry, Taco. It's always a good taco guess. The correct answer here is Arthur. Arthur, the name of Peter's double in Two Pete's in a Pod. Good job. All right, we'll do one more and then look at the standings. Question 25. What was Carol's former last name from her first marriage? So before Brady, Carol's last name was what after she was married for the first time? All right, let's see what you guys thought. I'll put the answers up on the screen. So a lot of you said Martin. Some of you said Smith, Jones, Tyler, Baskin. 2 people said Baskin.
Of course.
Davis, Hanson, Olson. The correct answer to this question is Martin. Martin was her last name from her first marriage. A couple of you, I will at least shout out that her maiden name was Tyler. She was Carol Tyler, and then she was Carol Martin, and then she was Carol Brady. So congrats to those of you that got Martin here. We're going to look at the standings. I'm going to put them up on the screen. This will be the last time we see the standings before we go to the finals. The George Glass groupies currently, Mike, Joni. You know what, actually? We're not going to look at the standings right now because I realized with that question that came up, some of you got points and some of you didn't, so I need to take care of that first. So we're actually going to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip to the question that we accidentally had earlier, and I'm just going to delete it. It's the easiest way to take care of this because some of you answered and got points. Some of you answered because you thought you were answering the former question. There's no easy way to make this fair other than just delete the question. So I'm going to take it completely out. No points will be awarded for that. The question won't even exist. We're not even going to consider other options right now. This is the easiest way to do it. That's how we're going to take care of it. Once we do this, though, once I delete it, it's probably going to put us right on to question 27, so we'll just do that next question and then look at the rankings. So this is the question we saw earlier that some of you answered, and like I said, I'm just going to take this one out. So give me 1 second. It is not going to start. I will say, those of you that did get an answer in, a lot of you knew it. 4222 Clinton Way was the street address, the Brady Bunch house. Carol says it in the first season. When they got a package. All right, here we go. So that one's coming out. Oh, and actually it didn't click us forward. So give it 1 second to refresh. So now we will look at the rankings. Some of those points will have been removed. But didn't change much. George Glass groupies, though, still in first. Mike in second. Joni in third. I missed fourth, but Johnny Bravo there in 13th. I see George Glass is my boyfriend. Kitty Carryall, the Cincinnati Kids. Sam the Butcher. Marcia. Oh, my nose in 36th.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like a lot of these team names. Christina, I saw your message there. I'm still going to look into it, but I'll do it at the end afterwards, just so you know. But I do appreciate you letting me know so we don't take the time to do it before we finish. All right, so here we go. Now, there are only 4 questions left, so I deleted that. I'm not going to add another one. I couldn't do it live without you guys seeing me type in everything. So we're just going to do these final 4 questions and then the final standings. We talked about her last name from her first marriage, but what was the name of Carol's first husband? Just his first name. We already know his last name. What was the first name of Carol's first husband? All right. Oh, okay. Somebody did get it, but not a lot of people. I thought this was almost going to be a Chris, Barbie, and social. Reverse social. Let's see what you guys thought. Roy. A lot of you said Roy. Tom, George, John, Bill, Charlie, Martin, Roy Martin, David, Jeff, Steve, Daniel, Ray, Peter, Paul, Mary, Taco, Roger, Ed, Bruce, James, Dean, Carol Brady's first husband who disappeared without an explanation, Daniel Allen Martin. Allen middle name, Daniel first name. Daniel Allen Martin. All right, question 27. Talking about names for a few questions here. We'll do one more. What was Sam's last name? We know him as Sam the Butcher, but he did have a last name. What was Sam's last name on the show? Okay, so I did a little digging while this was going on, and I was wondering, and I'll be the first to admit I'm not the biggest Brady Bunch fan, but whenever a whole bunch of people answer something that's not correct, I like to look into it. And Roy, a lot of you said Roy Martin. So in the film, a very Brady sequel, a man shows up claiming to be Carol's long-lost first husband called Roy Martin. They believe his story about suffering an amnesia, although Roy's arrival throws a monkey wrench throughout Roy's stay. So this was him claiming to be that, but that wasn't her first husband's name. Her first husband was Daniel.
Okay.
He was somebody pretending to be. So I'm going to stick with that right now.
Someone just asked in the comments.
Yeah, I figured you would. That's why I looked it up. And I think I said earlier that, and maybe I didn't make it clear, but we were doing the show and not the movies. So we'll see. I'll look into it a little bit more, but I'm probably not going to take Roy just because Daniel is the most correct answer here. Roy was a man pretending to be. His name wasn't actually Roy. But that movie does make it kind of muddled. So let me do some more digging, but we'll go over Sam's last name first because there's no confusion about this. And I'm just making
Someone wants to know your source for that info.
the plot summary of A Very Brady Sequel, a 1996 American comedy film by Arlene Sanford. Screenplay by Harry Elfont, Deborah Kaplan. What is Sam's last name? Sam Franklin. Sam Franklin. Sam Shuntpike? Sam the Butcher? No, that's what we call him. I like the guesses, though. Nelson Franklin. Quite a few of you got this. 27 people knew Sam's last name. All right, question 28. Which character on the show plays Dopey in the Brady's backyard production of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? They put on Snow White in the backyard. They're all playing different characters. Which person on the show was Dopey in their backyard play? All right, let's look at the answer here. A lot of guesses. I have a guess that I really like on here. Oh, mark this one correct. Somebody guessed Tiger. I like that guess. The correct answer here is Sam. Sam was dopey. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Sam was dopey. He had a shirt on it that said dopey. He had a dunce cap. Good job. All right, question 29. Back to the first episode ever. What was the name of the Brady's cat that appeared only in the pilot episode? Never mentioned again. For the rest of the time, they had Tiger. But what was the name of the Brady's cat that appeared only in the first episode?
It won't let a lot of people answer.
It won't let a lot of people answer?
I didn't have that issue, but
I'm going to start the timer again. So do me a favor, if you're out there and you're playing, refresh your screen really quick. If you just stay on it, you should just let you right back in. I'm going to wait because I can just start the timer again. And if you weren't able to answer the first time, you should be able to answer when I start the timer the second time. All right. I'm going to start this timer again now. All right. Should have popped up. Maybe. Yeah, I don't. No, it's not coming through on my end either. What'd you say? All right, hang on. Somebody just answered. I'm going to do one more thing. So I'm going to pause the game. And I'm going to do this. Let's see. Again, guys, thank you for your patience. This is us doing our best to give you some free online trivia using the options at our disposal. And sometimes things do happen. So I'm doing my best right now to work around this. So I'm going to try just...
to answer test next.
Yeah, I'm going to just try to add this as a new question. You will not be able to answer yet. I have to type in and hit start on the buzzer. So even if you were able to answer before, you want to answer again here. All right, let's see if this works. I'm going to restart the game. What is the name of the Brady's cat that only appeared in the pilot episode? You have 30 seconds. As soon as I click the timer, which I'm going to do right after I refresh my screen, I'll take my own advice. Maybe it's my connection. Let's see what happens. All right, and I'm going to start the timer now. All right, timer's going.
Testing.
Yeah, your answer came in, Gina.
No.
Yeah, this time we only had 9 again. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to toss it out. Again, guys, my apologies. There's only so much we can do here. I don't know what else to do besides stopping it and starting it, and I think that would just get rid of everything. So I'm going to get rid of this one real quick.
People have answered that.
Oh, I'll tell you the answer. I want to take out the other one, too.
Yeah, Lindsay Davis, Game Glitch Social, agreed.
Agreed. I don't have anything to drink. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm doing some more research, and I'm going to. I've been doing this. This is why my brain is so split. I'm going to take this one out, but I am going to go back and I'm going to give points for Roy. Because I'm looking into it, and it's just kind of a retcon. They just, in the movie, they just make it sound like her long-lost husband's name was Roy. In the show, it's Daniel, but I'm not going to be that specific on it, and especially when that many people...
will be happy about that.
Yeah, and that's not why I'm doing it. I'm glad that you'll be happy about it, but I like to be fair. Again, the man doing it was pretending to be a man named Roy, but she thought that that was her long-lost husband, so I'm going to give it as her long-lost husband's name in the movie would have been Roy. So I'm going to go back and do that, but I will tell you while I'm doing that the correct answer, the cat's name was Fluffy. Fluffy, super original name for the cat. So this is going to be really simple. I'm just going to go back right now and click Roy as a correct answer. And if you answered Roy or Daniel, because both of them would have been correct, you're going to get points for that now. But I'm just making sure I click all of them. Okay. All right. So everybody's in. That was the final question. I apologize. There should have been 2 more, but we had 2 glitches. This is the glitchiest game we've had. Maybe it's because we went all the way back to the 60s and 70s. Maybe we have to stay closer.
Maybe it's because you're in the old school TV.
Yeah, maybe if I was in like an HD, brand new flat screen. But anyway, guys,
like the TV I have in
again, yeah, we're doing what we can. So thank you for being here. Thank you for dealing with the issues as they arise. We're happy that we can put these events on for you in any manner. So thank you for being here. I'm going to do the final standings. If you are in first place at the end of this, please shoot a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page, and we'll get your information so you get set up with that Elmhurst Brewing gift card. For everybody else, if you're interested, we'll be back. I'm going to make sure that this system's fixed and ready to go. We have our West Suburban Humane Society fundraiser tonight at 6 p.m. So please come back and play that. You can get a ticket for it online. All the funds are going for the West Suburban Humane Society. Here we go. Final standings after question 28. The George Glass groupies just edged out Mike, who made a comeback up into second place, 93-61 to 94-69. Joni's still up there in third. Everybody else is going to rotate through. Tiger 2, Electric Boogaloo. I didn't see that name before. But that's it. I'll let this rotate up here for a little bit, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for playing Brady Bunch Trivia. We have a whole bunch of fun trivia coming up this week. Full schedule will be posted by tomorrow morning for all the events we're doing. And we're going to announce our donation drawing winner. If you donated today, you're going to be eligible for next week. So it goes from Saturday to Friday. If you donated today, you'll be eligible to win for next week's donation drawing raffle. But everybody that donated from yesterday to last Saturday will be in, and you may have been the winner. You'll find out tonight. So thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for doing so well at Brady Bunch Trivia. And shout out to the George Glass groupies. If that is your team, please send us a message. Gina will get you all set up. Until then, take one more look at Taco because he's so cute. We'll see you guys, if not tonight, next time for trivia. Thank you so much. Be safe and wash your dang hands.